Hello, TradingView community. Welcome to my new analysis about XOM, Exxon Mobil Corporation stock price action analysis. And in my analysis, in my data dashboard, I have found some very important dynamics going on with XOM from the fundamental as well as technical perspective. And therefore, XOM recently has shown up with this huge bullish pump to the upside, printing several higher highs within the structure. And this is already a great establishment that XOM actually showed up with. These higher highs were printed within the structure till the new all-time high has been reached. And this has to be said for the whole oil market within the market, because the whole oil market has gone up within the market and pumped it to the upside, printing several higher highs and showing up with a great strong bullishness within the market. And therefore, these stocks, these oil company stocks actually drive the world market to the upside and are an important driver within the Wall Street. And this is why these oil stock price companies' price actions have increased over 60%. And this is why also this has shown up with XOM, Exxon Mobil Corporation, the biggest market cap stock within the oil market. And therefore, XOM also printed this major ascending trend line within this whole structure, showing up with several bounces within the structure. And this is actually a major determination here for XOM, because this is actually determining a very strong bullish movement here to the upside. And this is a major development which XOM actually shows up with. And actually, the recent developments are those that XOM actually managed to break out into a new all-time high area. And from there on, is actually trading above this main new all-time high area. And this actually was a major breakout from where XOM is now building up above these all-time high zones, which it already exceeds over. And this is actually a major bullish development that should be indicated here for this whole structure within XOM. And therefore, there's a high likelihood possibility that from there on, XOM has actually further potentials within this whole structure. And when also looking on the more local time frame perspectives, XOM is also forming this main structure within the 4-hour time frame perspective, in which it actually forms this main 4-hour time frame wedge formation. And within this wedge formation, XOM actually has some important determinations here within this whole structure. And the case is that XOM actually is building up within this whole wedge formation, and such a wedge formation actually has the ability to form a major breakout once it has been completed. And when looking at this whole structure at the daily time frame perspective, XOM is actually building this main wedge formation here within this whole structure. And in this case, XOM has also this main ABC wave count pattern within this whole structure, which it is now completing within the next times. And these ABC waves are already about to complete, and the fact that XOM actually has the ability to bounce here within this ascending trendline formation and show up with these great bullish bounces within this ascending trendline formation marks the beginning for XOM actually having the ability to show up with a final breakout above the upper boundary of this full formation. And from there on, XOM has strong possibilities to continue further into this direction and actually show up with a great bounce above the upper boundary of this wedge formation. And from there on, XOM has abilities to show up with this main wave C determination and this wave C extension. And therefore, XOM has also this main target determination that can be derived onto the breakout area. And from there on, XOM has actually strong possibilities to show up with a major target determination. And in this case, the 150 US dollar area will be the minimum target zone for this whole formation and structure, from where XOM has great abilities to show up within the next times. And when looking at this dynamic on the wall, more long-term perspective, XOM is also still building this main uptrend formation here with this whole structure, in which it is actually building this main channel formation. And the case is that the longer XOM builds actually up here, the higher the possibility that XOM actually shows up with this major continuational structure and continues into these whole dimensions. And in this case, it also should be mentioned that XOM on the more broader term global perspectives is actually building this gigantic broadening wedge formation, which is actually already completed with the breakout above the upper boundary. And the fact that XOM actually builds up now here above the upper boundary builds the main continuation setup from where XOM has further abilities to continue further. And in this case, XOM has also completed this main ABC wave count within this whole broadening wedge formation. And such a formation is actually a formation from where the market has abilities to continue further. And in this case, the main price action determination can be also projected onto the breakout area. And in this case, when projecting the price action determination onto the breakout area, the minimum targets are within the 250 area. And in this case, these are some very important developments going on with XOM, ExxonMobil Corporation currently within the market. And it has to be market that not every stock within the market shows up with such a great bullishness. And it has to be said that XOM is actually the highest market cap stock within the oil market. And this is why these bullish developments are really legit for XOM. And not every stock sector within the market actually shows up with these major developments. There are also stocks within the market that show more bearish side potentials and show more potentials for further declines into the downside, for further pullbacks into the downside. And this is the case, for example, with the entertainment stocks or with the transportation stocks within the market. And this is why these stocks need to be picked. And when considering an approach on the downside, an approach to shorting the market, these more bearish stocks should be considered. However, there are also sector stocks that have more potentials on the more bullish term perspectives. And therefore, the next times we will be really determining for XOM, as mentioned already, on the more local time frame perspectives. When XOM completes this whole ascending triangle formation, the first target zone will be within the 150 area. And when XOM actually has the ability to show up from there on with strong bullish determinations and continue further with bullish momentum without moving into this area and pulling back again, because this can always happen when the momentum is not that much extended, then a pullback can also happen. Therefore, it is necessary to determine the main momentum of this wave formation, and from there on, XOM has actually possibilities to continue further and complete this whole legit broadening wedge formation determination structure. And with this being said, it will be also important within the oil market, how the oil market develops, when the oil market stocks within the market also have a good potential to show up with some further potentials within the next times, and the oil market actually develops appropriately, then this will give also a great boost for this whole determination. And in this case, the volatility within the market is actually likely to continue within this whole structure. And there's also a strong possibility for this whole volatility dimensions to continue within the whole stocks market. And as I already mentioned, the whole stocks market is currently in a really fluctuating state. It has to be mentioned that there are stocks that have more bearish potentials on the downside, and there are stocks that have more bullish potentials on the upside. And as a sophisticated trader, it is necessary to determine the appropriate actions within the stock market and then move into the right direction to actually move with the waves within the market. With this being said, it will be greatly appreciated when you support this project with a follow, like, and comment. And therefore, for further market insights within the next times, with this being said, bye bye.